Recording in
okay.
progress.
No way, man. We hit it off right from the start.
Well, shake a leg. Aren't you going to tell me more?
I'll tell you if you keep it under your hat.
Okay,
Okay,
that's fine.
but why the hush hush?
That's fine, thank you. Let's continue with
Okay,
two other people. So
okay.
let's have Andre and Ashley.
Okay, I'm gonna be the friend one.
Mhm.
Okay, but why the hush hush?
Because my ex will jump down my throat. If she hears, I'm dating again.
Let's say if she hears.
Hears.
Mhm.
Are you telling me that she still has a voice in your life 3 months after you broke up?
We're still friends, but she's extremely jealous and can be very problematic.
Let's repeat. Problematic.
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 Very good,
Teacher,
thank
what
you.
does voice in? Voice in is related to the phone.
No, like she has she has importance in your life. It's like asking, are you telling me that she still makes decisions in your life?
Okay.
Yes, like she gets to have an opinion in your life.
Alright.
Okay, and let's have Adri and Sales. You can read the rest. So Adri, I know.
I know her. Being jealous runs in her family.
Tráeme, por
But
favor,
back to your
el
date.
cargador del cuarto.
She was dressed to kill, I imagine.
Let's repeat. Jealous.
Jealous.
Not really. But well dressed, yes, charming and very knowledgeable.
So let's say knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
And very knowledgeable. I'll stick my neck out and say this girl is the real McCoy.
So let's say I'll stick.
I'll stick.
Stick. I'll stick.
Okay, I'll stick.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I feel in my bones that she and I have a future together, okay?
If I remember well, I believe that is what you said about your ex when you first met her.
No, this is entirely different. I assure you.
So let's repeat. Assure you.
Assure you.
Very well. So do we have any questions about the conversation? No?
No.
Okay. So guys, well,
No.
this is on idioms, page 35. If you don't have a book, if you don't have the book, you can take a photo. Here, please.
Okay.
Got it.
Gracias. Ciérrame, porfa,
Yes.
Okay, so let's take another picture. Let me see if we have another one. Idioms. No, okay, it's only that one. So we're going to read it in first with that photo, okay? We're going to call attendance and then we can practice.
Okay.
Sorry, Adriana Arias. Okay, Adriana Sancho.
Present.
Alfredo. Alfred is there, right?
Present, present. I
Okay,
was
okay.
late, sorry.
It's okay, don't worry. Andre?
Present.
Yeah, Anthony, well, Anthony's there. Ashley?
Here.
Justin?
Here.
Karen?
Here.
Natasha?
Present.
Sebastian?
I'm here.
Sofia Castro?
Present.
Sofia Mendes? Oh, she said that she was going to connect later. Vivi?
Present, teacher.
And Jocelyn. Okay, so let's go to first. So this is on Arian's page 35, just in case if you have the book, okay? So okay, let's go.
35. Okay. Hi, hello.
Hi, baby.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay, sorry, what book are you talking about, the teacher?
Idioms.
Idioms. No, I don't have this book.
Yes, I have it, but the teacher show us the conversation. I can show you.
Okay, thank you.
It's this one.
Okay.
Where's it? Here.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
So, how was your new date? Were you all thumbs up? Were you all thumbs?
No way, woman. We hit it off right from the start.
¿Me regala un toquecito? Ya, es que me llamó mi jefe y quiero ver qué fue lo que me...
Okay.
Ok, voy un toque.
Prioridades.
trying to do a
Recording
little
in progress.
improvisation. Let's read what situation we have for today. Karen, can you read the situation, please?
You and
Can you repeat that, Karen? Sorry, we didn't hear you very well. You're breaking up.
Teacher, I think she's on her way home, so
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So, Natasha, could you read it, please?
yes. You and another person arrive at a public arrive at a public phone at the same time. You need to make a call as soon as possible.
Thank you. So let's repeat public.
Public.
It sounds like this, public. Okay, so is the situation clear?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any questions?
teacher, sorry.
Karen, right? It's okay, don't worry. Don't worry about it, it's fine. So guys, we're going to do this situation. So let's have Ashley and Adri Sancho, okay? And the rest you can take notes, please. So Ashley, you can start. Let's imagine that you have to call someone urgently and Adri wants to use the phone too.
Okay. Hello, excuse me.
Adri?
Who, me, teacher?
I was talking to Adriana Sancho. I don't know if she's there.
Oh, okay.
So it was Ashley and Adriana Sancho, but Adri is not responding. So let's have Sofia. Can you do it with Ashley? Please, Sofia Castro.
Okay, teacher.
Hello, excuse me.
Hi. What happened?
It's because I need the phone.
And why? I'm talking to someone that it's important. What is your emergency?
It's because I'm lost and I need to call my mother, but my phone doesn't have battery.
Okay, and you're going to be with the phone too much time?
No, it's just a couple minutes.
Okay, can you please do it fast?
Yes, sure. It's yes.
Okay. Teacher, I don't know what to say.
You can say thank you. Okay, excellent.
Okay.
After a while.
That's okay. You can thank her.
Yes.
Change the conversation.
After a while. Thanks.
You're welcome. I hope you're very great. Great, yeah.
Okay, excellent. Very good. So guys, do we have any feedback for them?
Teacher, I heard that are you going to be with the phone? I don't know if it's, I don't know, like, can we say use it? I don't know if it's better to say use it instead of be.
You can say, are you going to use the phone for a long time? Or you can say, are you going to be on the phone? If you say be, you can say on. Are you going to be on the phone for a long time? So use the phone or be on the phone. That's okay. Use the phone. And in that part, it was a question, but you said it like a sentence. So you say, you're going to be, right? So it has to be a question. Are you going to be on the phone for a long time? Very good. And the only other detail that I have is the expression, it's because. Like when you want to explain something, we don't say it's because. We can say, it's just that. It's just that I have to call my mom, or it's just that I have an emergency. Okay, so instead of because, we say this. It's just that. Okay, that sounds more natural. Okay, but it was very good. Okay, that was the last improvisation. So now we're going to talk about the video that you watched about the mocking. Okay, so if you have any notes or any annotations, you can take them out. And I'm going to show you these keywords. So Alfredo, what is this video about? Can you tell us about the Sea Gypsies?
Yes, it's about the tsunami that happened in December 26, 2004
The tsunami that happened? Help?
in September.
On.
And what did I say?
In.
In.
And that's the tsunami what happened on September 26th, 2004, where more than 300 people died from Burma, Thailand, and Sri Lanka, but only the Moken tribe survived. They are a tribe with high intimacy with the sea. They born, live, die, and work there.
Can you say that again? They? Help?
They was born.
So they are born.
They are born.
Mm-hmm.
They live, they die, and they work in the sea.
Mm-hmm.
They are nomads, and they understand and they have a high understanding of the sea.
Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Sofia Mendes, what else?
Okay, there is also legend about the seven waves. The Moken call it the Laboon, pardon.
Laboon.
Laboon. People eating. The people eating waves.
Help with that idea, guys.
I don't remember that part.
The wave that eat people.
The wave that eats people. This is still okay. There were signs before the tsunami. The water started to recede. The cicadas were quiet, and the elephants stampeded to higher grounds. And also the dolphins went to deeper waters.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Adriana Arias. She's not there, right? No. So Adriana Sancho, what else?
She's in a call.
Okay, so
of the work.
A call from work. It's okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Viviana.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Also the different signs that alert the Moken and others to the impending disaster where the water recede.
We already mentioned the signs. You can continue with this part.
In the next
yes.
one. Okay.
The Moken. Help.
The Moken.
So you can say the Moken that were in the land. What did they do?
They went to higher ground.
And the other part went to deep water.
Okay, that's fine. And what else? Viviana, can you tell me about Jacques Ivanov? Who is he?
Jacques Ivanov. He was a French anthropologist. And he wrote Anthropologist. And he wrote about the culture aspects, like no have words as when, once.
So the aspects like?
The aspects like no have words.
So the aspects like not having.
Okay, not having words as when, want, or greetings, and their concepts of time is different. They don't know their age, or they don't have concept of health or accumulation, and give and take whatever they want or need, learning how to swim before walking and nogori. The Burmese government told the Moken living or Burmese island and
Pronunciation
others
of
are
Burman.
largely
Island.
Islands. It's okay.
Burmese like
We
islands
don't say the L.
and
Islands.
okay. Islands. And waters and largely unregistered because many are not considered registered because many are not considered citizens. Also, these people request government permission to travel outside the district, and they can't work legally without a work permit. But the Thai government exploits the tourists. They create drinks
exploit the
tourists.
Tourism.
So tourism.
Okay, they create drinks and it affects their culture.
So what can they create?
But they create trinkets and it affects their culture.
I can say affects because it's still happening, so it affects their culture. That's okay.
Okay, it affects their culture, but they threw that tsunami, that young Monken people important lesson because it changed the cultures.
Okay, thank you. And let's have tell us what else can you tell us about the video? Anything else that you would like to
add? About their current situation.
Yes, or anything that you remember from the video. What other problems are they experiencing, for example?
I don't remember well, but I remember the situation of the Moken is complicated by all the restrictions that the government has. I'm not sure.
Imposed.
Place of them.
Imposed.
Imposed.
Yes, all the restrictions that the government has imposed.
Yeah, because they can make boats because I can cut trees, or they can cut trees.
So pronunciation, they can't.
They can't cut trees, and they are losing their lands. But I'm not sure. I don't remember well, but they I don't know. That's it all from.
Okay, that's fine. And yes, I think that's it about the video. So now we're going to go to English in Common. Please, let's go to page 38. Okay, we're going to talk about the different letters that we read the other day. Okay, so we're going to do it more like a retelling. So I'm going to put the questions here, but only as a guide, okay? You're going to tell what you understand or what you remember with your own words, okay?
Teacher?
Yes?
And today is going to be the evaluation, or tomorrow?
It's going to be tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes, that's what Karen told us in the email.
Okay.
Yes, that's what the email said.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to talk about these letters. So Justin, what are these letters about in your own words?
Well, I will talk about the first letter first. Well, it's a letter written by
it's a letter
written by Wright. and he expressed that now for now the world is like the same. Every country and every country doesn't have like their own culture nowadays because of the globalization. You will see the same restaurant at the same countries, and you will see the same hotels at the same countries.
So in hotels
In the same countries.
Uh-huh.
In the same countries, and additionally, if he speaks to them in their own language, they are going to reply them in English, to reply him in English, and he expressed that some countries are like losing their own their own culture because of that.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Karen, what else?
Sure, about the first question.
We're doing like a retelling only. I'm just putting the questions there as like as a guide, but you have to tell it to me like in your own words. So maybe you can talk about the second letter. What do you remember from Marcia Cole's letter?
Okay, she talked about the letter too, and she was disagree with him. She was disagree.
And she?
She was.
Yep.
She disagreed. She disagreed. Sorry. She disagreed. Yeah. She disagreed with him because he said that he talked about the national identities, that whatever
The national
identity,
Yep.
sorry.
Identities.
Yeah. He talked about the national identities and about food, that wherever we go, we always found the same
always?
food, or we always find.
Uh-huh.
We always find the same food. And he talked about the old days that were better, and she said that nowadays, teacher, I'm talking about the second letter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And teacher, I'm lost. The second letter was about the girl, right? Marcia Cole.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yes. And yes, she said that today's people is richer than in the
So one
past.
time people today?
People today are richer.
Uh-huh.
People today are richer than the old days. And what else?
Okay, I think that's fine. Thank you. Andre, what else can you tell us?
About the which question, teacher?
It's a retelling. The questions are just again. I want to pause them
alright.
actually, so we don't get confused. So what else do you remember from the letters? You can talk about the second one, the third one. You can choose.
Oh, well, in general, something that I read in this letter is that nowadays the people in all the countries are very different, and they don't have, well, the national identity, and well, for example, in a country, you can find a lot of different restaurants or of different countries, but you can't, or it's difficult to find a endemic restaurant. I don't know if I said that correct.
To find out what, sorry?
Or an endemic, or a restaurant or a national restaurant who serves national dishes and all those kind of things.
Mhm.
And the letter said that all the people now wear the same things and carry the same devices, and well, they're not now the people is not different. They are
And now people
it's not different.
help.
Are not different. Sorry,
Mhm.
are not different, and well, the culture of each country is disappearing.
Okay, thank you. And Natasha, what else? Maybe you can tell us about the third letter. What does it say?
About the one that the outer right.
Eh,
No.
you can read that. You can tell me about the last one about Chang Hu Li. Mhm.
Um.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. What are the main ideas of that letter?
Okay, I'm a little lost. About the last one is the Shangli.
Yes, the one on page 140.
Sure, maybe we can practice it more because
because
we are kind of lost.
It's a number 8.
Teacher.
Okay, so well, let's go to first. So we're going to discuss it, but like a retelling. Okay, don't answer like every question like individually. Try to do it like a retelling, like a summary. Okay, that's how we do it in the evaluation. So that's how we can practice. Okay.
Okay. Hello. Teacher,
Hello.
I'm sorry. I was lost because yesterday, well, yeah, no, I didn't read this one. I'm sorry. That's what I'm lost. So I'm not like very sure about, but
It's fine.
yeah, but I'm here. I have it already. So
Okay, very well. So let's start with Vivi. So in your own words, what are these texts about? What do you remember?
In the second part,
Let's start from the beginning. Now that we're here in person, let's do everything again.
Okay, with the letter A. Okay. Okay, the text or the article talks about a man who is working in different places like Asia, Latin America,
Let's
Europe.
repeat. Asia.
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 Asia. Okay, Asia. And he talks that he talked.
And he said that.
Okay, he said that the Starbucks is the same in different places, and there are the same chains too, like McDonald's. But he talks. He said that we have different cultures and ways to learn the cultures and speaks another language and speak another language.
Let's repeat language.
And he always is traveling.
Okay.
I think that.
Okay, that's fine. And
okay.
Go ahead, Natasha.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say that he's basically complaining about everything being the same in all the countries, and I don't know, English being the common language. So yeah.
Okay, yes, that's fine. And what about the answers? So we have two letters, right? Well, what does the first one say? Marsha Cole, what did she say about this opinion?
Okay, Marcia. She I forgot.
She's disagree because she's
So
saying
can you say that again? Baby,
she's disagrees.
Without that is, she disagrees.
She's disagree. Okay, she disagrees. Okay.
And why?
Because okay.
Yeah, she disagreed because she said that in the past people used to be stereotyped by their nationality or where they live, and now we don't see that. I don't know, it's not that common as it used to be. So you can just go wherever you want, and people is not going to like to tell you.
And people
are not. People are not going like to tell like anything, tell you anything because of that. She also said that in her opinion, this diversity and availability, yeah, is something good because you can find everything like in every place you go. You can maybe go to a Chinese restaurant in the United States or something like that, so that is good. And she also advised the outer, yeah,
pronunciation author.
Yeah, she also advised him, saying that because everything is the same, that doesn't mean that you have to do that. Like you can do whatever you want, and you don't have to follow everything that people do, or yeah, basically. Yeah.
Okay, yes, perfect. Baby, what about the second answer?
The second answer.
Yes, like the last letter, the one that was written by Chan Hu Ling. What did he say to Mark?
Chan Hu Ling.
Yes.
Okay. He's disagree because
he?
they have he disagrees and they have different opinion about all or about everything that she opinions.
So everything that
everything about the cultures or about the restaurants. He was in the same place or in the same culture, but she doesn't like that.
But well, we're talking about a man. Chan is a man, but he.
But what do you say?
You said she, but we're talking about a man, so we can say but.
Hi, yes, he.
He doesn't like that.
I see here. Well, that he agreed. No. Yeah, he.
But only with one aspect in specific, right?
On the, how was sameness.
On the sameness of the world.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he said that the world today is richer and more exciting than the old days. Because we have different things, like because we have access to international things, like to music, in news from other countries, and easiest teacher.
So we say easier, right? Easier.
Easier access to those things.
Okay, excellent. And what about the food? What does he mention about the food in this part? Baby, what do you remember?
Well, he talks about there are he can taste different different
Mm-hmm.
food than China, or different food
Mm-hmm.
in like
Like in
I
every
think I
country.
don't know how to say in other in other country, and learn or the culture and not the
Mhm.
same food,
Mm-hmm.
because he
Okay.
talks
You can
about that.
find every food you want, like in every country.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Very good.
Mhm.
Let's go back to discuss it together again.
Okay.
And means
Recording
the
in
group that I was
progress.
with, they finished. That's why I sent you back. But it's okay. We have more time to continue discussing together, okay? So we can develop more ideas. Let's start with Sofia Castro. What can you tell us about these texts? What are they about?
Well, the third letter is more like,
Let's do it from the beginning again.
oh, teach.
Yes, let's do everything again.
Well, he Mark is talking about the other cultures that he wants to see other things like it used to be in the old good days. But now he's complaining that he doesn't like what he's.
Okay, but now he.
No, he's complaining.
He is complaining, right?
Okay, he's complaining about the new culture that it hasn't innovated. I can say it like.
It hasn't innovated.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And what else? Let's have Adriana Sancho. What else does he
Okay.
say in his letter?
But we are talking about the first one, right?
Yes, we're still talking about the first one. Let's try to follow like the ideas from your previous classmates so we can develop like a retelling with everyone. Okay, so yes, we're still in the first letter.
Okay, and it's a retelling, right?
Yes, in your own words, what does he say?
Okay. But I can say whatever related with it.
Yes, it's like a free discussion. You can tell me what you remember from
Okay,
his letter, your opinion, a summary. You can talk about
okay,
it
my
freely.
opinion.
It's free. You can do whatever you want, like a retailing, an opinion. So you can just tell me about the
Okay.
letter. It's like a discussion.
Okay. Well, he was talking about some things that annoyed him, and one of those things were about
One time, one of those things. Help.
Was. But
One.
those is plural, no?
One of those.
You're saying one of those things was that.
Okay. Was about restaurant chains. But I think it's one point of view, because if you travel to a country, maybe it's easier to buy stuff in a restaurant, in a chain restaurant, right? In a restaurant chain.
Yeah, I can see in a restaurant.
Yeah, but you can choose.
But you can
choose. You can choose like a traditional restaurant. So it depends on you if you want to have if you want to have actually a real experience of the country, you can choose a tiny restaurant, or do a stuffs like nobody do in that country too.
Stuff that nobody
does. Sorry, nobody does, and have the full experience. So maybe the good old days, it depends of the person, of
Depends.
It depends on
Uh-huh.
it depends on the person who is traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
that's it, teacher. I don't have anything
No,
to say.
that's good. Yes. Perfect. Sebas, what else?
Eh, I I don't remember who wrote the second letter, but
Marsha Cole.
Marsha, Marsha, she said in her letter, he 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 miss the old days, and she affirms that everything seems the same to her, but because she mentioned that the different cultures are disappear and
So the different cultures are
disappearing, disappearing, and she is according to the first letter.
And she, what, sorry?
Is according.
What do you mean?
Like she think the same.
Like she agrees with the first
Okay.
letter.
Yes, she agrees with the first letter, and she says that nationality no longer defines a person. It is only a part of a person. And she said it's very common for for eat menus from different countries.
So very common for people.
For people to eat menus from different countries, and in her opinion, the diversity is a good thing, but for her, it doesn't matter that there are a longer restaurant. I don't remember chains is like cadena.
Chain. Yes, like chain restaurants.
Yes, because since because the persons can choose where they
The person
can choose where they want to eat.
Okay, thank you. And Justin, what else?
Okay. Well, we're now talking about Marsha, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Well, she is strongly disagree with him.
Sometimes
she strongly disagree with him because
disagrees.
Disagrees. Okay. She strongly disagrees with him because she tells that people used to be stereotyped. I will have to learn that word and practice it. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Stereotyped.
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 Okay, because people used to be stereotyped.
Pigeonhole.
Okay, that by because of their nationality or way they used to live. Okay. In her opinion, the diversity is a good thing, and the changes the chain restaurants kill popping up globally, However, that doesn't mean that he is obligated to go and eat a Big Mac of a Frappuccino. He can
Mhm.
go to a I forgot
Yeah, like to a local.
to a local, that's the word, to a local restaurant and eat sushi or maybe a pad thai or a croissant or a gallo pinto.
Mhm.
Well, yes, that's the thing I can talk
Mhm.
about her.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Very good. And Ashley, what else?
Um, yeah, Chen Huli said that the world today is much richer than the old days. And for, wait, um, no, sorry, is
Mhm.
much richer than the old days. So,
Mhm.
and now a lot of people now is know speak English,
So many people know.
to speak
Mm,
English.
tell-
Richer and also is richer or more rich.
Richer.
Yeah.
So you can say people know how to speak English. Mhm. So people know how to speak English. Mhm.
Okay, the people. Okay, the people know how to speak English.
Mhm. You don't have to say that. You say people know how to speak English. Mhm.
The people know how to speak English.
Mhm.
And she suggest him that why he always stay in the same hotel and why he always eat the same food.
Why he always help?
It's
It's
It's the same food.
Mhm.
But why he doesn't experience the local hotels
So
and
why?
other things.
Mhm. So that sounds like a question, right? Why doesn't he experience the other things?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Okay, that's
And
fine.
yes.
Uh-huh. Mhm. Okay, were you going to say something else? Sorry.
No, because what the other said, all the letters.
Mhm. Okay, that's fine. So, Alfredo, any final thoughts? What do you think about these letters? Do you think the old days were better or not? What is your opinion about this topic?
I think that if you want to live in the old days, it's a very bad thing for you because the world is working, is the world keep walking, and you have
to face it.
to adapt. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
to adapt yourselves to and face the new things in the world.
Mm-hmm.
The writer of the good old days is writing some things, but not too writing in others because he is always trying the same. But if
Mm-hmm.
he try different things in like local restaurants or local hotels, he might be able to know the local culture. But if he's always trying the same, he wouldn't know the local culture, and he's complaining of a thing. He's complaining of something
So
that
he's complaining.
he's complaining
Uh-huh.
of
Yep.
something that he's working
So you say
to.
complain about. He's complaining about.
He's he's complaining about something
Mm-hmm.
that he's doing. He's not working against globalization or helping local industries.
Mm-hmm.
And related to the language, now the English is more popular than in the good old days, but it's very useful now for business. You can work here in Costa Rica and provide services to the whole world. And people from now, like the big companies,
Mm-hmm.
are getting and their people from the whole world, not only for a country, and that's part of the movement of the world. Now we can provide high quality services to the whole world.
Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent, very good. Okay, guys, I think that's it. So now we're going to continue with the next activity. So I want to show you a video. It's a TED Talk about minimalism. Okay, so you can take notes about the video, about the most important parts, and at the end we're going to discuss it together. Okay. Oh, do you hear the audio?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
My name's Ryan Nicodemus, and this is Joshua Fields Milburn. And the two of us run a website called theminimalists.com. And today we want to talk to you about what it means to be part of a community. But first, I want to share a story with you about how I became rich. Imagine your life a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. What's it going to look like? Imagine a life with less stuff. You're joking right now, right? Dude, we're trying to get a talk. Yeah. Sorry about that. Now, imagine a life with more. More time, more meaningful relationships, more growth and contribution. A life of passion unencumbered by the trappings of the chaotic world around you. What you're imagining is an intentional life. It's not a perfect life. It's not even an easy life, but a simple one. What you're imagining is a rich life, the kind of rich that has nothing to do with wealth. You know, I used to think rich was earning $50,000 a year. Then when I started climbing the corporate ladder in my 20s, I quickly began earning 50 grand, but I didn't feel rich. So I tried to adjust for inflation. Maybe $75,000 a year was rich. Maybe 90,000, maybe six figures. Or maybe owning a bunch of stuff. Maybe that was rich. Well, whatever rich was, I knew that once I got there, I would finally be happy. So as I made more money, I spent more money, all in the pursuit of the American dream, all in the pursuit of happiness. But the closer I got, the farther away happiness was. 5 years ago, my entire life was different from what it is today. Radically different. I had everything I ever wanted. I had everything I was supposed to have. I had an impressive job title with a respectable corporation, a successful career managing hundreds of employees. I earned a six-figure income. I bought a fancy new car every couple years. I owned a huge 3-bedroom condo. It even had 2 living rooms. I have no idea why a single guy needs 2 living rooms. I was living the American dream. Everyone around me said I was successful. But I was only ostensibly successful. You see, I also had a bunch of things that were hard to see from the outside. Even though I earned a lot of money, I had heaps of debt. But chasing the American dream, it cost me a lot more than money. My life was filled with stress and anxiety and discontent. I was miserable. I may have looked successful, but I certainly didn't feel successful. And it got to a point in my life where I didn't know what was important anymore. But one thing was clear. There was this gaping void in my life. So I tried to fill that void the same way many people do, with stuff. Lots of stuff. I was filling the void with consumer purchases. I bought new cars and electronics and closets full of expensive clothes. I bought furniture and expensive home decorations, and I always made sure to have all the latest gadgets. Oh, and when I didn't have enough cash in the bank, I paid for expensive meals, rounds of drinks, and frivolous vacations with credit cards. I was spending money faster than I earned it, attempting to buy my way to happiness. And I thought I'd get there one day eventually. I mean, happiness had to be somewhere just around the corner, right? But the stuff didn't fill the void. It widened it. And because I didn't know what was important, I continued to fill the void with stuff, going further into debt, working hard to buy things that weren't making me happy. This went on for years. A terrible cycle. Lather, rinse, repeat. By my late 20s, my life on the outside looked great. But on the inside, I was a wreck. I was several years divorced. I was unhealthy. I was stuck. I drank a lot. I did drugs a lot. I used as many pacifiers as I could. And I continued to work 60, 70, sometimes 80 hours a week. And I forsook some of the most important aspects of my life. I barely ever thought about my health, my relationships, my passions. And worst of all, I felt stagnant. I certainly wasn't contributing to others, and I wasn't growing. My life lacked meaning, purpose, passion. If you would have asked me what I was passionate about, I would have looked at you like a deer in headlights. What am I passionate about? I had no idea. I was living paycheck to paycheck, living for a paycheck, living for stuff, living for a career that I didn't love, but I wasn't really living at all. I was depressed. Then, as I was approaching my 30s, I noticed something different about my best friend of 20-something years. Josh seemed happy for the first time in a really long time, like truly happy, ecstatic. But I didn't understand why. We had worked side by side at the same corporation throughout our 20s, both climbing the ranks, and he had been just as miserable as me. Something had to have changed. To boot, he had just gone through two of the most difficult events of his life. His mother had just passed away, and his marriage ended, both in the same month. He wasn't supposed to be happy. He certainly wasn't supposed to be happier than me. So I did what any good best friend would do. I took Josh out to lunch. I sat him down, and I asked him a question. Why the hell are you so happy? He spent the next 20 minutes telling me about something called minimalism. He talked about how he spent the last few months simplifying his life, getting the clutter out of the way to make room for what was truly important. And then he introduced me to an entire community of people who had done the same thing. He introduced me to a guy named Colin Wright, a 24-year-old entrepreneur who travels to a new country every 4 months, carrying with him everything that he owns. Then there was Joshua Becker, a 36-year-old husband and father of two with a full-time job and a car and a house in suburban Vermont. And then he showed me Courtney Carver, a 40-year-old wife and mother to a teenage daughter in Salt Lake City. And there was Leo Babauta, a 38-year-old husband and father of 6 in San Francisco. Although all these people were living considerably different lives, people from different backgrounds with children and families and different work situations, They all shared at least two things in common. First, they were living deliberate, meaningful lives. They were passionate and purpose-driven. They seemed much richer than any of the so-called rich guys I worked with in the corporate world. And second, they attributed their meaningful lives to this thing called minimalism. So me being the problem-solving guy that I am, I decided to become a minimalist right there on the spot. I looked up at Josh. I excitedly declared, all right, man, I'm going to do it. I'm in. I'm going to be a minimalist. Now what? You see, I didn't want to spend months paring down my items like he had. That was great for him, but I wanted faster results. So we came up with this idea of a packing party. We decided to pack all my belongings as if I were moving. And then I would unpack only the items I needed over the next 3 weeks. Josh literally helped me box up everything. My clothes, my kitchenware, my towels, my TVs, my electronics, my framed photographs and paintings, my toiletries, even my furniture. Everything. After 9 hours and a couple pizza deliveries, everything was packed. So there Josh and I were, sitting in my second living room, feeling exhausted, staring at boxes stacked halfway to my 12-foot ceiling. My condo was empty and everything smelled like cardboard. Everything I owned, every single thing I had worked hard for over the last decade was sitting there in that room. Just boxes stacked on top of boxes, stacked on top of boxes. Now each box was labeled, so I know where to go when I needed a particular item. Labels like living room, junk drawer number 1, kitchenware, bedroom closet, junk drawer number 9, so forth and so on. I spent the next 21 days unpacking only the items I needed. My toothbrush, my bed and bed sheets, the furniture I actually used, some kitchenware, a tool set, just the things that added value to my life. After 3 weeks, 80% of my stuff was still sitting in those boxes. Just sitting there, unaccessed. All those things that were supposed to make me happy, they weren't doing their job. So I decided to donate and sell all of it. And you know what? I started to feel rich for the first time. I started to feel rich once I got everything out of the way and made room for everything that remains. A month later, my entire perspective had changed. And then I thought to myself, maybe some people might find value in my story, in our story.
So Ryan and I did, I guess, what anyone would do. We started a blog. We called it The Minimalists. And that was 3 years ago. And then something amazing happened. 52 people visited our website in the first month. 52! I realized that might sound unremarkable at first, but that meant that our story was resonating with dozens of people. And then other amazing things started happening. 52 readers turned into 500. 500 became 5,000. And now, more than 2 million people a year read our words. It turns out that when you add value to people's lives, they're pretty eager to share the message with their friends and their family, to add value to their lives. Adding value, it's a basic human instinct. In fact, that's why we're here today. A couple of years ago, Ryan and I moved from Ohio to Montana. And what we discovered here was an entire community of people. People who weren't traditionally wealthy, but who were rich in a different way. We discovered so many people who were willing to contribute beyond themselves. And that's what makes a real community. contribution. And so we'd like to encourage everyone to take a look at your day-to-day lives. Take a look at whatever eats up the majority of your time. Is it checking email or Facebook or watching TV? Is it shopping online or at retail stores? Is it working hard for a paycheck to buy stuff you don't need, things that won't make you happy? Now, it's not that we think that there's anything inherently wrong with material possessions or working a 9-to-5. There's not. We all need some stuff. We all have to pay the bills, right? It's just that when we put those things first, we tend to lose sight of our real priorities. We lose sight of life's purpose. And so maybe getting some of the excess stuff out of the way, clearing the clutter from our lives, can help us all focus on, well, everything that remains. Things like health, relationships, growth, contribution, community. Thank you.
Okay, great. So we're going to talk about the video. Let us start with Andre. So Andre, what did you think about the video? Do you see yourself living this way one day?
Well, he have a good idea, was good.
Can you say that again?
They have.
Okay, they have. Mhm.
They have a good point of view about the things. Well, I want to live with I want a house and a better car and all those kind of things. But I like the idea that you can live with the things that you just can afford, and no more than you need. And we have to add more value of the things, or for example, the relationship. When like the video said, the relationship, about your health, about your growth, and your contribution with the people or the world. I think that's the main things that we have to.
Can you say that again?
I think those are the main things that we have to add more value in this life.
Add more value?
On this life.
So add more value to. Those are the things that we have to add more value to.
Add more value to this life.
To
our lives.
To in our life, you can say.
Okay. Add more value to in our lives.
Yes. Okay, excellent. Sofia Mendes, what do you think about the video? Sofia Mendes, are you there? Okay, so Karin. What did you think about the video? What's your opinion?
Okay, teacher, in my personal opinion, it was very interesting, and it made me think about all the things that we put our attention that aren't
All the things that?
all the things.
So you can say all the things that we pay attention to.
Okay, all the things that we pay attention to that aren't really important, because as he said, we have to make room for the things that really matter on our life, for our relationships, for our family, for time for us, mainly time for us, because the time is a thing that hasn't a price.
So it's a thing that
is priceless. Priceless.
You can say priceless, or you can say a thing that doesn't have a price.
Okay, a thing that doesn't have a price.
Uh-huh.
And what else? And it made me think about, for example, when we travel, in my personal case, I used to go with all my things, and when I'm there, I think like, I am going to use all these things. Why did I come with all these things? I will never use them. So we have to think about what we really want to buy, and as Andres said, all of us want to have a car, a house, but what are we doing to afford or to buy all these things? Are we spend our life?
Are we?
Are we
Spending.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, are we spending our lives enjoying it? So it's really important to think about our life and the things that we do to enjoy our life, not to be on a share, always working for money, to have more and more and more and more. Yeah.
Okay, excellent, very good. Anyone else? Would anyone else like to share an opinion about the video?
Their way of see this minimalism thing is keep it simple and buy things that you really need. Don't buy like unuseful things, and focus in the things
Okay.
that really
One
matter.
more time, don't buy.
Don't buy things that you don't need.
Okay, so we don't say unuseful, we say useless, right? Useless things.
Useless.
Uh-huh.
Don't buy useless things and focus in the things that really matter, like health.
Focus
on
Focus on the things that really matters, like your family, your health, because not everything is money. If you can have all the money in the world, but it's useless if you are in a hospital, and you can be only with $1 in your pocket, but if you are healthy and you can help other people and go to sleep and relax, that's a luxury. Maybe rich people can go to bed and relax because they think a lot in their business and what they're going
Or
to
can
do
they
tomorrow
think a lot?
on their business.
Health? About
Their business. I have a little problem with the prepositions.
It's okay, that's normal. Everyone has a problem with prepositions.
Okay, and that's like keep it simple, be focused on the things that really matters,
And the things that really
matter,
uh-huh.
and enjoy your life. This is not a race. You can go you can go on with your own rhythm
Your own?
own rhythm.
Rhythm is for music, so your own pace.
Pace. Okay.
Your
With
own
your own
pace.
Pace. Like you can go at your own pace.
Okay.
at the end, we all going to end dead. So
Yeah.
the
Yes,
the
that's
thing
true.
is enjoy the trip.
So the thing is,
To enjoy the trip.
to enjoy the trip. Okay, excellent, very good. So, hey, let's do the application. Okay, you can take a photo here, and first we make questions and answers comparing the different elements. So we say more than, bigger than, the best, as good as cold as, all those expressions that we use to compare things, right? So we can make questions and answers in first. Okay, ready?
It's the same as yesterday, right?
Yes, it's the same application. This is the one that we're going to use in the evaluation. Okay. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
It's answers, teacher.
Sorry, what?
It's answers and questions. Using
Yes.
comparative.
Yes, questions and answers with comparing the different images. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Teacher, send me again to the, I think that it was to group number 3.
Let's see. Okay, do you have it now?
Teacher,
Hello.
hello, how
How
are you?
are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right.
Okay, let me see. Question and answer.
Okay. Do you guys have a question?
So we have to do the same exercise as yesterday, right? That we to create some questions.
Yeah, questions and answers. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Who's the richest? Who's the richest on the class?
Okay, the richest on the class is Tim. Yeah. Okay. Which thread is the longest?
Which thread is the longest? Okay, the longest thread. The longest. The longest thread, but are two, right?
Yeah. You can say like the red one, or I don't know. The longest ones are.
Okay. The longest threads are the red one and the blue one.
Okay, yeah. Bree, do you have a question? Okay.
Yeah. Who is the smallest person in the picture?
Okay, let's see. The smallest person in the picture is Peter. Okay.
Oh, wait. It's my turn. Sorry.
Okay.
Let me see. Which I forget this word. Um, no sé, se me olvidó.
About like what? What are you?
About the triangle, pentagon, and octagon.
Well, you can maybe do
It isn't a form, no, it's
you can maybe figure, no, which
maybe figure. Andres yesterday said something. Which shape? Which shape? Which shape has less sides?
you can answer maybe so.
What do you say, sir?
Which shape has less sides? Less sides.
Okay, has less sides. Okay, less sides. The triangle has 3 sides. The triangle has less sides.
Let's see. Which planet is like more far away from the sun?
Can you say that again? Which planet?
Hey teacher, which planet? I'm not sure about that one. Which planet?
Which planet?
You can say is farther.
Farther.
Farther from the sun.
Which planet is farther from the sun?
Okay, I think I think that Jupiter is farther from the sun.
Let's repeat farther.
Farther.
And let's say Jupiter.
Jupiter. Okay. Viviana, ask a question.
Okay. Okay. Which book is the
pronunciation heaviest?
heaviest?
Okay.
Heaviest.
The Bible is the heaviest one. Okay, let me see. Who was let me see, who was the happiest in the class?
The happiest in the class. Tim was the happiest in the class.
Okay, excellent.
Tim and Josh.
Because they have money.
Josh.
So, Natasha said Tim, so Tim has like $100, so
yeah.
He's happier.
Nati, you thought about the money. Look at the first guys.
Okay. You were talking. I have.
It could be also. Money makes people happy.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, not according to the video, teacher.
Well,
yeah.
that doesn't apply for everyone. I wouldn't mind having $100 right now, like Tim. Yeah, excellent. Let's go back to check it together.
Recording in progress.
No,
cool.
no, that question, no.
Yeah, I was going to
No,
say.
it's prohibited.
Okay. Well, who do you think is the coolest between the triangle, pentagon, and octagon?
My goodness.
Coolest.
No, I can't believe it.
I like octagon because it has 8 sides.
Okay, so Alfredo, what do you think? Which one is the coolest?
The triangle because the triangle is the closest because has more because it's perfect. Every sides are the same.
So every side?
Every side is the same.
Yes. Very good.
In an octagon as well.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's very
Every side
subjective.
and every angle because
that
there
isn't
is
an
a
No, we're not in math class. Don't worry.
Yes, that's
if
very
it is
subjective.
like isosceles, it's not the same. The angle is they are not the same.
no,
No,
but
no.
that triangle is the one that has the same the sides with the same long
I don't
The
know. Something
same,
in English.
At the same angle.
the same length.
with the same length.
Mhm.
But when you say angles, like yeah, there is
Okay.
not, right?
Yes, but let's continue with English. Okay, I'm better at English than at math. So let's have Sophia question. So Sophia Mendes, I mean.
Is the Earth as big as the sun? I mean, no.
The question
We
is,
have to talk about temperature,
no,
right?
but that's okay. That's a good question.
Okay.
So can you repeat it, please? Andre, you will answer.
Let's put attention. No,
Okay. I don't know if it is correct.
Okay, so, but,
Try. Which of the
okay, but
celestial
Andre,
bodies
you can
has
answer
better
the question
conditions
that
to live?
Sophia asked.
Could you repeat, please?
Okay. Is the Earth as big as Jupiter? I don't know if that was my question. I think no, but I don't remember the.
That's okay. Yes, that's fine.
No. The Earth is smaller than Jupiter.
Karin, question, please.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. Who's the happiest? Who's the happiest on the class?
The happiest?
Who's the happiest at class?
Person.
Yes, you can say that the happiest boy or the happiest person in the class.
Who's the happiest? No. Who's the happiest guy in the class?
Adriana Sancho.
My teacher. But about what? About who we're talking about? About Rob or Benny?
I think it's about the first.
Okay. Because Tim could be the happier because he had a lot of money, but
That's a good reason.
yeah, that's will be my answer. So I think Tim is the happiest kid on the class because he's the richest
The happiest kid
in
in the class.
In the class because
Because he's the richer.
he is the
richest.
Richest.
The richest, right?
The richest. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, it's time to go to break, so we can be back in 15 minutes to continue.
Teacher.
Yes.
Well, it is because I have to leave because I have to take care of my nephew. Are you 100% sure that we don't have we are going not to have the evaluation today?
Yes, I'm sure. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, teacher.
No problem. See you tomorrow.
See you. Bye.
Goodbye. Good night.
Celeste, si estás viendo alguna película, ocupo que se salga, mi internet no está funcionando. Se conecta la laptop, no sé, pero no me está funcionando.
Okay, let's come back. Okay. Y Adriana Arias.
Present.
Ah, you're here.
Yes.
Okay. Adriana Sancho. Adriana Sancho, she was there, right? Yes. Okay. Alfredo. Alfredo. Isn't he there? No. Okay. Andre.
Oh, Adri is
Present.
Yes. Okay. And what about Alfredo? Alfredo is absent, right? I don't see him. Okay, I think he's there, but he's muted. No.
Teacher present.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. So Anthony's there. Ashley,
Here.
Justin, just left. Karen,
Here.
Natasha, Natasha. Oh, she's muted.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay, Sebastian,
I'm here.
Sofia Castro,
Present.
Sofia Mendez, Viviana, and Jocelyn.
I'm here, teacher.
Who's talking? Sorry.
Alfredo.
Okay. And Jocelyn is not here, right?
I don't know why you keep calling her. Like also with the other teacher, like she
Like-
wasn't.
She's always absent.
Yes,
But,
yeah, like
but is she like really part of the group or not?
I mean, yeah.
When was the last time she came?
Ooh!
Well, if she's not coming anymore, so I will report it so they can remove her from the list. Okay, very well. So guys, we're going to do speaking tasks. Okay, so for today, the people that will participate will be Karen, Adriana Sancho, okay, Alfredo, Natasha, Sofia Castro, and Sebastian. Okay, so you guys are going to be developing the tasks and the rest, you're going to be impressed with them, measuring the time and giving them feedback.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with task number 1. So describe one of the situations. Okay, so here we have 6 images, but you're going to describe only one. Okay, you have to choose one of the images and you're going to describe it with a lot of details. Okay, but only one. So you can take a photo, please. You can tell me when you're ready.
Sure, but those tags are different than yesterday, yeah?
Yes, then they are different.
Okay.
Yesterday was about the telephone, so now it's about house chores and those
But
things.
tomorrow in the evaluation, we don't know which task she's
Um,
going to
evaluate.
we can do either one of them. That's not a problem. We can do a house chores or the telephone. Yes. So both
Okay, it
are-
could be one of those.
Yes, it can be either one of them. We can do tasks B or tasks A. That's why we practice both. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a minute to create the groups.
What happened?
I'm creating the groups because I have to do it manually. Okay, you can go now.
Hi. Do you want to?
Hello. Hi. Sorry, my internet is a little bad. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, if you want, you can start.
Okay. What unit?
What unit is there?
I don't remember.
Unit. What unit?
Es okay. ¿Cuál puedo
Okay,
escribir?
24.
Ok, voy a escribir la señora. Okay. In the background, there is a refrigerator.
Okay.
And beneath the refrigerator, the refrigerator is the stove, and the woman is cooking. I know for a fact that that is a kitchen because of her and the things that are there while she's cooking something. While she's cooking an egg, I don't know. Oh my God, ¿qué más digo? Solo sale eso. While she's cooking that egg, her husband is making a dessert, and yeah, I don't know what to say. We have to time ourselves, but that I already said everything. Okay.
Okay.
Complicado porque no es como que o sea, no es como que se vea un lugar completo, entonces uno no puede hablar tanto.
No. Okay. Well, I'm not sure. Okay. Well, oh my God, I'm trying to. Okay. Okay. In the background. Okay, I'm going to describe the bed. The 6. We have to go.
Recording in
So
progress.
let's have Adriana Sancho. So are you there, Adriana?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so could you describe one of the images? You have 1 minute.
Okay. Now.
Yes, you can start.
Okay. In the background, there is a bottle of Blanche, a box of detergent, and a bottle of soap. Beneath those ones, I can see a dryer and a laundry machine, a washing machine. I know for a fact this is a laundry room because of the clothes, the iron. I can see a man who is picking some clothes from a basket, either for dry them or for wash them. In the meantime, the dryer machine is working, which means he is finishing his work. In the foreground, the man is putting some clothes into the basket. Meanwhile, the wife is watching the television.
Wow.
Time's up. Okay, very good.
I like the wife watching.
Okay, very good. Okay, so guys, do we have any feedback for Adri?
No, it was very good.
Yes, I agree, it was good. So we'll see some vocabulary. So pronunciation of this word, we say bleach. There is a bottle of bleach.
Oh yes, I think I said bleach. Or
Yes, it's like bleach.
How is the name of the thing that holds the bleach and the detergent and that?
Let's say like, let's say a cabinet or a shelf.
Shelf.
Cabinet or shelf.
So thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, then another little mistake that I heard was those ones. So when we say those, we don't say ones. So below those things, but we cannot say once after those.
Or those are.
What, sir?
Or those are. Those are.
It's because the idea was beneath those. So beneath those things. Beneath those objects. Very well. Then the pronunciation of this word is not iron. It is iron. The R goes at the end. Iron.
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 Iron. And instead of saying for dry the clothes, you can say to dry. Like he's picking up the clothes to dry them or to wash them. To dry, to wash them. Okay, very good. So let's continue with task number 2. Sofia Mendes, can you read the task, please? Tell about.
Okay. Let me tell about a time or personal experience when you did housework.
Okay, so you can take a photo. Do we have any questions? Okay, so we can do it in pairs, so 1 minute per person. Okay, only 1 minute. Ready?
Yes.
Teacher,
Yes?
what was the task to yesterday? Because
I don't remember. It was talk about a time when you received an important phone call.
oh, okay, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Ready with the photos, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Only a minute.
Okay, now it's your turn to start.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, the time when I do the housework is is after the 4, because I always am working before that, so I need to plan my schedule so I can clean or wash the clothes or cook after my work. So it's my time that I prefer make that. And but one day at the week I always pay another girl who is help me to my housework, and I can share my tasks with her, and my daughter sometimes can help me, like watching. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's your turn.
Voy, espera, ¿se puede poner esto? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there was a time when I was a little girl when my mom told me that I have to do housework with her because I need to help with the house and that stuff, and I have to clean the floor and wash some clothes from some clothes and without wait, I don't know what to say. And yeah, and I did everything that my mom told me to do, but I didn't like too well. But that's my personal experience that I can think of in this moment. Y mi tiempo se acabó. Es que, no sé, yo estos tasks son todos raros.
Sí. Oh, ya nos vamos.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so Alfredo, this one is for you.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay, you can start.
Once I prepared some meal because I got a promotion at work or something like that, so I bought some meat and turned on the iron to the electric iron to prepare all the meat. But it was a very good like cut. I don't know if it's good, but you only need salt and pepper to prepare it, and that's why I buy it. And I like to prepare some how can I say it? Argentino chimichurri, and that's great, and everyone enjoy it. My meal.
Okay, very good. So do we have any feedback, guys?
Sure. At the end, you can say everyone enjoy it, my meal, or everyone enjoy it, or everyone enjoy the meal.
So you can say everyone enjoyed the meal. Yes, our pronunciation is enjoyed.
Everyone enjoy it. Okay.
Everyone enjoyed the meal. Exactly.
Okay. And that's it, teacher.
Okay. No, forget it.
What
I
happened?
thought that Alfred was saying like the teacher, like everyone enjoy the meal.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
like teacher Andy. Yeah, whatever.
Teacher Andy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, so let's see other two things. So you were saying the iron, so the iron is for clothes. So I think you were trying to say the grill.
No, but it's the flat one. It has.
So a stove. Maybe. Because an iron is for clothes. So for maybe it can be a grill or a saucepan maybe.
No, I'm
How
not
do
sure.
you say la plancha donde usted pone la carne?
Yes.
Because it's different from the grill.
And it's different from a saucepan.
Yes.
I don't know.
Really
Sorry,
different.
but yes, I can investigate, but I'm not sure. But an iron is only for clothes, so that doesn't apply.
Okay.
Then what was the other thing? I think that's it. Oh, and in the first part, I don't know if I heard correctly, but I think you said I prepare some meal. So if you say meal, you can say a meal. I prepared a meal, just in case.
Okay.
Teacher, I think that is griddle.
Yeah.
G-R-E-I. G-R-E-D-D-L-E.
like this. Okay, yes, you're right, a griddle.
Yes.
Yes, so that's the word, a griddle. And iron is for clothes, yes.
Griddle.
So a griddle. Okay, very well. Let's do task number 3. Alfredo, can you read it, please?
Yes. In some cultures, women do all housework. In other cultures, both men and women do it. How do you feel about both men and women doing the housework? Give your opinion and reasons to support it.
So let's repeat, women.
Women.
Okay.
It's going to be a hard one.
Okay.
A very polemic.
Yes, it's going to be very polemic. Okay, do you have any questions?
No.
No.
Okay, you can take a photo. This one is 1 minute also. 1 minute.
Oh.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Okay. Sofía, la situation 1 y 2, si las tuvieras, ¿me las puedes por favor compartir después? Okay, gracias. Okay, in some cultures, women do all housework. In other cultures, both men and women do it. Okay, in my personal opinion, both need to do the homework because they are living in the same house. But in my case, I have never found someone who helps me in my house. Ideally speaking, about my ex-husband who never helps in the house, and nonetheless, they need to mate, or all the people who live in the same house need to mate or to do the housework because the house need to clean and prepare the food and anything and make another things. And as a matter of fact, that if you are living with your parents or with your couple, you need to share the housework because it's important that the man or woman are helping in the house.
Okay.
Because the house can clean
Adriana.
alone.
Hi.
So, okay.
Hi.
Bueno, voy a hacerlo. Espera, se va a poner. Me mide el tiempo ahí, Vi o Adri, cualquiera de las dos, por favor.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1. In my personal opinion, I think that both men and women have to help in the house because if the woman is working or he, the house have to be clean and they can, and he can or she can, they should clean. I really don't care if they are I don't care if she's a girl, if he is a man. It doesn't have to be important. And no, in my personal case, I prefer I prefer that someone do it, but no everyone can pay for it. But as a matter of fact, I think that both have to help with the house.
Part-time.
And yeah, I don't know. Oh my God, me pegué todo, pero no importa. Que ya no vamos a say.
Okay. We are talking about the time we do house cleaning.
Yes, you don't have the task.
Yes.
Okay.
In my personal opinion, doing housework, I think it should not be just a woman's work, because the men's and women's work or live in the same house, and they have to work together or do the same activities in the house. For the
Recording in progress.
Okay, so Karen, you can do this one, please. You have 1 minute.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay. 1, 2, and 3.
Mhm.
In my personal opinion, sharing housework is a must, because we have to share all the things or the stuff that we do on the house. Ideally speaking, it depends on every person or in every relationship or in every house. How do you want to do it? But in my personal case, we try to share all the things in our house, because I try to do all the housework or to keep the house clean. And my boyfriend tries to always prepare all the meals. So I think that we share all this stuff like in this way. But in the bottom line, it depends on every person or in every relationship how to work on it. I don't know.
Okay, very good. So guys, do we have any feedback and comments? No?
No.
Okay, I think it was very good. Yes. So the only mistake that I heard was on the house. So we say in the house.
Okay.
In the house, because it is a place. And in the last part you said in the bottom line. So with bottom line you don't have to say anything. You say bottom line. It depends on every person, right? But this connector is complete bottom line. You don't have to say
Alright.
in.
All right.
Okay, let's do number 4. Natasha, can you read the task, please?
Teacher, can you move the watch, please?
Yeah, sorry, let me close it.
Okay, some families do the house chores on their own. Others hire maids to do it for them. What are the advantages and disadvantages of hiring outside help?
Okay, do we have any questions?
No.
Okay, you can take a photo. So for this one, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, 1 minute and a half.
Okay, teacher. Sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
We are a group of 3. What happened with us?
So.
Okay. Anthony can't talk. So.
Yes. So yes, Anthony can talk. So Karen, only you are participating, and
Okay.
Andre is going to give you the feedback. But only you have to talk.
All right.
Okay, ready with the photos, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God. Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Okay. Oh, where is Adriana? Well, never mind. Mm, you can start, B, or you want like.
But it is you, Sofia, who has to participate. They is just going to give you feedback.
Okay.
But
Okay.
they participated yesterday.
Okay, I thought that was for. Well, never mind. Okay.
It's just you.
Wait, teacher. Wait, teacher. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can. Right. Okay. One of the advantages that I can think of regard to this idea would be that, well, if you hire someone outside to help cleaning your house, it could be good, but it can be like really. It can be how do you say this? It can be dangerous because you probably don't know that person, or if someone recommend you that person, that will be better, but I don't know. And moreover, the person that it's going to help you can be rude, or can do the things wrong. For example, my mom hired someone and she didn't like that because she used to do the things bad. But on the other hand, an advantage would be that it's better for her because she has a problem with her heart. But yeah, and that are some advantages and disadvantages that I can think at this moment. And yeah.
Okay, yes, very good. So, Billy, do you have any feedback for Sophie?
No,
I was talking about her. Heart.
I think it's half.
Well, no, I was wrong.
Yes, the pronunciation is heart. She has a problem with her heart.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And a little mistake that I heard was in the part that you said if someone recommends you that person. So when we say recommend, you don't say you. We say if someone recommends that person.
No, okay.
Without the you. And I heard that person can do the things wrong. So you can say do things without that. Do things wrong. We don't say the things. Do things wrong. Okay. So that's it. Very good. Let's go back to the main room.
Recording in progress.
Teacher, I have a quick question.
Sure.
If you are going to introduce a foreigner in your house, it doesn't mean that he is from our country, right? It can be a member from another family that is not yours.
But we can say a stranger.
Yes, a foreigner is a person from another country. So yes, the correct word in that case is a stranger.
A stranger.
Okay.
Yes, a stranger is a person that you don't know, and a foreigner is a person from another country specifically. Yes.
But here in Costa Rica, the maids are mostly foreigners.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. That's fine.
No?
Not always.
Not always, but mostly.
Okay, so for this one, let's have Natasha. So you'll have 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, you can start.
Okay. One of the advantages I can think of in regards to hiring outside help to do the housework or the chores in your house would be that you would have someone that will help you anytime. Consequently, you will have more time to spend on yourself. Moreover, your house would be clean most of the time, because when you usually when you clean, you just do it like 1 or 2 per week. But if you hire someone, this person can like clean the house every day. Well, on the other hand, a disadvantage of this idea could be that the things are going to be like someone else do, not like the way you do. And at least for me, this is a like kind of a problem because I really like to see things like doing the way I like. Additionally, you will spend money on something that you can do because you can do the house chores. So you will spend money on something that you can do and that is not maybe that necessary. So in short, those are the advantages and disadvantages I can think of at this moment.
Okay, excellent. Very good. So guys, do we have any feedback for her?
She did it great. Absolutely great. Amazing, Natty, amazing.
Thank you, Sophie.
Yes, I agree. It was very good.
Yeah!
So, okay, so I just have a little details. So in one part you said 1 or 2 per week. So you can say once or twice a week.
Okay.
Once or twice a week. Once or twice a week. And in the last part you said spend money in something. So we say spend money on something.
Yeah.
But those are the only 2 things. So we can move on to the last task. Karen, can you read the situation, please? There is a bill.
There is a bill under consideration to assign an established monthly fee for the in-stay mothers. This money will come from all the other family members in the household that work. Your neighbor is a member of the legislature. What?
Legislature.
Legislature. Tell your neighbor what you think about this proposal and convince him or her to agree with you.
Okay, so is the situation clear, guys?
In-state mothers are the mothers who work in home.
Yes, the mothers that stay in the house and clean and cook, but they don't have like a paid job.
A monthly payment.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So the idea is that this law is like suggesting that people should like pay those mothers, right? Like counting that as a real job, right? Like they should receive money for doing that. Okay. So we can take a photo, guys. This one is 1 minute and 30 seconds also. Okay, 1 minute, 30 seconds.
But we didn't do test 5 yesterday, right?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Oh.
Maybe you were on the clouds, Sophie.
As always.
Yes, but it was at the very end. It was like at 9, 10, something like that. So it was the last part of the class.
That's why.
Okay.
No comments.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
No. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Okay, let me see. There is a bill under consideration to assign an established month free.
Sí, y si quiere ya le comparto porque yo ahorita me voy. Sí. Ok, voy.
¿Me comparte? Sí, está bien.
Ahí ya se lo estoy compartiendo. Ese es el 1. No sé si me está... ¿Cómo?
Pero no, el situation. Situation 1 y 2.
No, yo... espérese, yo creo que... Espérese.
Los que vieron ayer.
Sí, espera, son estos, creo. Es este. No, yo creo que las
No,
situaciones entonces no.
esos son tasks,
Solo tengo
son
esta, creo.
situation.
Sí,
No,
no,
esa
no,
sí la
no.
tengo, pero
No
la
la
1 y
tengo.
la 2 son las que me hacen falta. Está bien. Ok. Déjeme entender esto. Dice, hay una cuenta que está bajo consideración de asignar un mes gratis. Ese mes vendrán de todos los miembros de la familia. No entiendo bien. O sea, hay un mes, se está asignando, se está estableciendo un mes gratis para el Día de la Madre. Let me see. Ah, ok, bill under consideration, un proyecto de ley en consideración. To bill under. Deme un toque porque estoy tratando de entender esto. Stay mothers. Pero dice que un mes gratis en su estadía, pero en su estadía ¿en qué? Un proyecto de ley. ¿En su estadía de qué?
Vea, si soy honesta, no.
¿Usted entiende lo que están
Yo
preguntando?
odio el último task porque son los más grandes. Y ponen situaciones muy raras. O sea, no tiene nada que ver con lo que hemos hecho últimamente, pero bueno. Sí, porque dice monthly fee for the in-state mothers. Y eso no tiene sentido. Es que si usted lo traduce literalmente igual no va a entender porque
a las
no tiene
madres.
sentido.
No, dice, hay un proyecto de ley en consideración para asignar un mes gratis para la estadía del Día de las Madres. Pero estadía de qué? Dice, ese dinero vendrá de todos los otros miembros de la familia en la casa.
¿Y a qué?
De todos los hogares.
Recording in progress.
Yes.
Castro.
Sofía Castro.
Yeah.
Keep it inside, Sophie.
I couldn't do it. I was talking with Viviana and we don't understand the task.
Okay, so the task is like, let's imagine that you heard on the news that they want to invent a new law and people will have to pay money to the mothers that stay in the house, right? So for example, if my mother doesn't have a job and she stays in my house all day, the law is that my father and I and my sister, we have to pay a salary for her. Okay, so that's like the law. So you have to decide if you think that it is a good idea or not, and you have to try to convince me to agree with you.
Teacher, sorry, but is
Yes,
when the
exactly.
woman or not is working.
Exactly. So if your mother doesn't have
It's like a salary.
a job and she stays at home and she cooks and
Okay.
cleans, the idea is that she receives like a salary and you pay it. You and your father pay your mother like a salary for staying at home and
Okay.
cooking and doing all of that.
Okay. Wait, teacher. Mm. Okay, you can start, teacher. I don't know what's gonna happen, but
It's okay, don't worry. We're going to give you feedback at the end so we can improve. Okay, go ahead.
okay. Hi, teacher Jose. I heard on the news that there is a bill under consideration to assign an established monthly fee for in-the-state mothers, and I know for a fact that this is gonna help the woman that cleans at your house, because they work and they deserve to have a salary. And first of all, it would be truly a shame that they don't give like a salary because they work a lot. And if you want, I propose you to do that, because it's great for them and they will be grateful with that. And I really hope you think it over twice and vote in favor of this project once and for all. Otherwise, the organization will regret it, and it won't bring any positive outcomes. Yeah.
Okay, excellent, very good. So guys, what do you think? Do we have any feedback for Sophie? Okay, well, I think it was good. I think the ideas were very clear and the reasons were good. So I heard the women's, right? So the women that clean. So the women. And then at one moment you said it would be a shame if they didn't give a salary. So it would be a shame if they didn't receive a salary. If they didn't receive a salary. And with the verb propose that is here. So with propose we don't say I propose you to do. We say I propose that you do. Okay, instead of to we say that I propose that you do, or I propose that you approve, or whatever. So propose that you. Very well. So guys, that was the last activity of the speaking tasks. So for now, let's continue with, let's see what we can do in the minutes that we have left. That's for, we have like 10 minutes. Okay, I know. Let's do this reading to practice the sounds of the TH. Okay, so let's start with Natasha. You can read the first paragraph, please.
Okay. Gardening. People have many theories about gardening. For some people, gardening means getting rid of thorns, thistles, and weeds. Teacher, weeds?
Weeds.
Weeds, okay. And weeds. It's mean having a clean, easy yard.
Okay, thank you. So let's repeat this word here, theories.
Theories.
Theories, and let's repeat garden.
Garden.
Theories.
Very good, thank you. Let's continue with Karen. Other people?
Other people love the roses with their thorny branches. The rose bushes have to be cut back every year. Cutting back means getting to know the rose thorns.
Thank you. So let's repeat bushes.
Bushes.
And let's repeat cutting.
Cutting.
Sounds similar to an old cutting. Okay, let's have
and roses.
Where? Sorry, in plural, yes, roses. If it's in plural, roses. If it's singular, rose. Okay, that's fine. Adriana Arias, can you read this one, please? Some people.
Some people enjoy a wild garden. They like tall flowers in many colors, and they think tall grass is beautiful. They don't mind twistless as long as the twistless are not on the garden path.
Very good, thank you. So let's repeat on the first line, wild garden.
Wild.
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 Mhm.
Wild.
Okay, then let's repeat this word here, thistles.
Thistles. And what does thistles mean?
We're going to read everything and we can ask questions at the end, okay?
Okay.
And let's repeat garden.
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 Okay, let's have Sofia Mendes. There are?
Pardon, teacher, I was talking about that.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
There are also different theories about the seasons, especially summer. Some people like to let the grass turn brown during summer months. They think it looks natural and saves water.
So let's repeat turn. Turn. And here let's say natural.
Natural.
Andre, others?
Word, teacher.
Here's the second to last.
Others want green grass all summer and water the lawn all the time. This means they have to mow the grass and trim the bushes throughout the summer.
Thank you. So let's say bushes.
Bushes.
And
Bushes.
let's have Alfredo. You can read the last one, please.
Okay, some people garden thoroughly and notice every week, while other people garden once or twice a month. All homeowners have to choose the gardening theory that works for them.
Yes, very good. Let's repeat garden.
Garden.
Okay, very good. So now do we have any questions about the text?
Garden.
So,
Thistles.
Thistles.
Thistles, yeah.
Yes. So a thistle is like a type of plant that is invasive. I'm going to show you an image. So it's like a plant that is invasive, so you have to cut it like this one. Yes. So it's not good for your garden. You have to cut it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the text. Any other questions?
Teacher, what is thorny?
Thorn, it means that it has a lot of thorns. So a thorn is like the part of a flower or a plant that can hurt you.
Every rose has
like the roses.
its turn.
Yes, like this part. So if you say that a plant is thorny, it means that it has a lot of these things. Yes. Okay, anything else?
Thorny. No.
Okay. So please take a photo of the text. We can read it in first. So yes, that will be the last activity for today's class.
Teacher, what is to mow? It's a verb, right?
Yes, mow is cut.
Cut.
Cut the grass.
Oh, cut. Okay.
And notice every week?
Yes, teacher, I want to ask you that. What does this kind of width mean?
Width like plants, como hierbas. So some people like to eliminate them. Yeah, so that's the idea that some people are very careful and they pay attention to every width, so they cut it and everything.
Teacher, can you write the pronunciation of this word thoroughly, right?
Thoroughly.
Yes, that's okay. Thoroughly. I'm going to write it over here. Thoroughly. It will be like this. Thoroughly. Uh, that means carefully. Okay. Ready with the photo.
I used to have another meaning for with.
No.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Teacher, okay. Okay.
Have a good night.
Recording in
See you tomorrow.
progress.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Bye.
teacher. Have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Good night.
Thank you, teacher. Bye. Good night.